Why is gold valuable? Because it's hard to find gold. If there's gold all over the streets, it was on every street corner, it wouldn't have a value, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're a girl that everyone's had, your value is going to be destroyed. Your value as a woman comes from the fact that people want you and cannot have you. Your value does not come from the fact that everyone wants you and everyone's had you. Mm-hmm. So the number one thing a man's looking for is a woman who can stand next to him that every single man wants, and not a single.
What do you think about a woman? And this is from the male perspective, so chime in, everybody, in the comments for sure. What do you think about a woman's body count? Does it matter? Does it matter from the male perspective?
As far as the body count, we're not the same. Okay, you already hit on this point. Okay, women usually would like a man that's experienced, even in the bedroom. A lot of the women go for the same type of guy. So that same type of guy is having sex with all these different women. And that's where we come in, and that's where we're different at. Now, fellas, if you do ask your lady and y'all have this open conversation about body count, you might not want to do it. Because if she tell you the truth and you find out, what are you going to do then? Especially if you starting to have feelings for this lady. That's just not a conversation that you might want to jump into, okay? Because the past should be the past. But I know I would not want, and I say for myself, if I had that conversation with the lady and she have 45 bodies, 40 bodies, that's a lot. Yeah. But in this day and time now, 2024, man, ladies are having bodies just like men. Ladies are being alpha just like men. What is that? Could it be because hot girl summer? Could it be because of I don't need a man for anything? I can have that maintenance man come through, or I'm dating 6 or 7 different men a week. But I got a man to take me out to the movies. I got a man to get dinner with. I got a man that takes me on trips. All of these things. Are you having sex with all of those different men? And I'll say one thing right here, Kay. Men, we have to start training our men and teaching them we don't have to be out there in the streets just like we were back in the day when I was young. We don't have to do that because we giving ourselves up. Just they try to teach chastity for these ladies. Man, we don't have to do that either. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that.
Yeah. So definitely.
It goes with the train up a child. I don't want to get biblical in the way this should go, but it goes down to the family values right there. But beware of asking about that person's past. Unless you're about to, you finna do this move, she about to be marriage material. If y'all want to have that conversation, what do you think, Kane? Should you ask?
If you want to know. If you want to know, and that's a big thing to you, a person's past. And I get the whole thing. Well, she has grown. She was young. That, and the third, right? I hear that. And she, just like the guys that were young and getting around, the girls were young and getting around. Didn't have any type of, direction or whatever.
Right.
And they can grow up. They can mature, But do you really want to deal with that? That would be your question. If you're going to ask that question, do you really want that answer? And if you want that answer, then how, just like you said, what are you going to do? All right. So if you say, all right, I don't really want that, you should have just talked about that from the get-go. When you're dating and you're getting to know a person and that's something that you want to know about them, that's the things that you ask about them. You don't wait until later in the game and then you decide, like, oh, so how many guys have you actually been with? Yeah. So you vet them out at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the dating phase. That's where you said we got to get to know the person or whatever, right?
Right.
And hey, look, check this out. When you was talking and you were talking about the woman, you know, hot girl summer, and she's being the alpha and all this other stuff. Well, what happens when this woman in her 20s is doing all this alpha and getting around and having a great time and having all these men for different things in her life or whatever and having sex or whatever? Now, what happens when she's in her 30s, 40s? And now she wants to slow that hot girl summer down and want to, you know, find somebody. Is it hard for her? Do you
Well,
think it's hard for her?
look, I'll just say
If she
this.
wasn't, you know, doing that from the get go, you know, just being that wholesome per se woman from the get go.
Now she's reformed. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now she done got it all out of her. She 40, 50 guys. She done got it all out of her. And now she's.
it can be difficult. It can be difficult, but
I'm talking
it
from woman's
happens.
perspective. I know what she's trying.
But see, I can't really go from that woman's perspective. But it can be difficult for that lady if she's been out there. She have to definitely talk to somebody that don't know anything about her past. Hopefully, she done changed her lifestyle about going out partying and being in that lifestyle that she was in, because she wants somebody that she can be with and that's just going to want her. But did she play herself? Men, do we play ourselves? Okay, I just want both parties to know that we should want better and do better. But I think it'll be definitely hard for that lady to find somebody if they know about her past. And it doesn't have to be the 20s that you said, because this would be 30s. Come on now.
Yeah.
We know all these festivals that people go to and we party. Let's go. They have cruises just to get it in.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get it in.
Yeah, I know they do. I know they do, man. So yeah, my final thoughts, man. If you want to know the body count from the fellas' perspective, if you want to know it, and you're okay with that answer, then follow suit. If you don't care about a woman's past, then you just don't care. But that's your perspective. That's your choice. You can decide on that. Because remember, the guys run the relationship. We control the relationship. Women control sex.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. How about you?
Oh, just like you said, we could have a Delilah, but if she reformed, hey, look past it. Do you like her? Do you love her? But we don't want to simp for nobody.
Mhm.
That goes for both parties. That's it. So do better. Everybody, men and women. That's all I got to say.
Hey, baby.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Let's get it.
In the comments, hit us up. Hit us up, man. Hey, we got more to come. For sure. You know, if you don't want to see us, but you want to just listen to us, we on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, all of them.